How you doing, Duff here? I haven't shot any videos in over a week, and I didn't actually ride it all last week just because of some nagging pain I had in my one ankle, and I was going to an event this past weekend that had a lot of walking involved, so I didn't really want to aggravate that injury. So I kind of laid off, but back at it now. I rode a little bit last night, just a very little bit, and actually what I've been trying to do is work on getting off of the Ninebot cleanly, being able to just step off of it instead of what I've been doing, just leaning down, grabbing it, and just kind of hopping off, which isn't very comfortable and not all that safe. So I'm trying to get the hang of stepping off. Still haven't gotten it for my practice last night, and I also need to start working on being able to do tighter radius turns at a slower speed. I've only done big arcing turns through the parking lot, and even those didn't feel that comfortable. So that's another thing I gotta kind of work on. I did wrap the bot. In some foam, but this foam isn't heavy enough. Even though I didn't crash last night, just having it kind of just fall on its side started to rip it. So I don't think this foam is going to be a very long-term solution, but I did put it on there to offer some protection to the bot and both me. So, all right, so I'm just going to be going up and down the driveway, trying to get off and back on, and maybe turn. That's kind of cheating. I grabbed the top of the garage. I've also been trying to, when I step on the bot, if this is the pedal that I'm stepping onto, before I had my foot behind it and I'm trying to step onto the pedal this way, and I'm trying to instead set my foot next to the pedal and step on it that way to try to get better placement of that foot. And I haven't had a lot of success with it. I don't know if you could tell on those rides there, both down and up, the off foot was not on the pedal correctly, but I was still able to control it, so that's good. Alright, I did kind of step off there. You couldn't see it on camera, but I stepped off and the bot didn't fall. So I'm kind of getting there. You saw that turn of hip down there. It just going slow and leaning. I don't feel comfortable. And as you can tell, I did not have a tight enough radius to actually turn around there. I probably should practice turns on the grass. Yeah, hey, that was nice. Stepped off. So you can tell it's getting a little bit better. I think since the last video I shot, I actually did do a slight modification to the bot. I opened up the battery compartment, and what I did is I removed the protective coating on the double-sided tape. You know, the battery has foam double-sided tape on it, but it isn't actually secured in the compartment at all. So what I did is I removed the adhesive from the one side and I actually stuck it in there, so it no longer has the ability to slide around slightly. My theory being that that could possibly be what was causing me some issues with the excessive wobble. You know, because if I start wobbling just a little bit, that battery has the ability to move. It can accentuate that wobble. At least that's how I rationalized it. And in addition to that, I did a manual calibration. Up until that point, I was only using the app to calibrate, so I did a manual calibration. You might be able to see a little wobble, but it doesn't feel like it's as prevalent. But I really need to be in a bigger open space, I think, to tell if I really have it handled or not. So as you can tell, I'm pretty good at getting down the driveway and back. So I'm going to try to go from the driveway onto the grass and see how that goes. I am excited that I'm getting the feel of stopping somewhat. So even if nothing else goes well tonight, I think I made some progress. Oh, man. I think I better stop there. I'm a big fan of ending on a high note. And I just went into the grass, down a pretty significant hill, turned, big radius turn, not a tight turn, turned, got back up the hill. Felt like it barely had the juice to get me up the hill, but back up the hill, across the grass, stopped, and stepped off. And the grass was wet down there actually as well, so I think that's my highlight ride so far. So yeah, I'm gonna do a couple more rides, maybe down the driveway, but man, I don't want to mess with that. That really makes me feel good. The whole house here is built on a mound, so I'm gonna try to go down the front mound this time, see what happens. I kind of tried to turn as I was going into the steep part of the hill, which wasn't very smart. I should try to kind of square up with it, I think, before going down it. So let me just try that one more time. Not bad at all. So I would say that the week off didn't hurt me. Maybe it helped me a little bit. And that loop down over the hill and back, that's definitely some progress. And no major falls. I mean, I kind of jumped off of it but didn't fall at all, so that's a big plus. And that's it. Until next time, Duffman out.